Good evening, everyone. A warm welcome to each one of you to the workshop on Love Yourself to Nourish Your Little Ones, to love your children. I have with me Deepthi, who's going to take us through the various questions that we as moms keep asking ourselves as we juggle between all the duties of taking care of our children, our loved ones at home, and most of the times we forget about ourselves. So we thought of bringing both ends together, wherein we are able to love ourselves first and also love our loved ones. The top priority for us mothers is always our children. So we will take up children for now. And over to you, Deepti. I request you to take the floor and address. I'm sure we all have a lot of questions, and there's a lot that you have to share with us. So over to you without taking much time.
Thank you, Megha. Thank you for introducing me and giving me the chance and opportunity to talk to you all very closely. So, welcoming you, each one of you here today, and I'm going to begin with, I know that we are all are busy with our schedules, with our work, with our businesses. I've seen few of us are in business, are in job. So I just want, since we are here together for 1 hour, next 1 hour, I want you to kind of, drop everything outside this room, wherever you are, and just ground ourselves for a few minutes before we begin anything. Right, because that's the most important thing. Might be possible that we are here physically, but our minds are somewhere else, might be thinking about our children or something in the kitchen, or probably BDs have come or going or whatever. Just drop down everything and let's begin the grounding. Some kind of small little breathing for a few minutes. So wherever you are sitting, sit very comfortable and just try to focus on the foot from just above your lips. And you might close your eyes or you don't want to close it, that's perfectly fine. And try to breathe slowly and keep focusing on this area. Try to see whether how you're breathing, whether the breath is slow or fast, or the breath is coming from the one nostril, or the breath is coming from the both the nostrils. It's okay to breathe shortly. It's okay to breathe, have a long breath. All are okay. Keep breathing until you feel very comfortable and grounded here and just ready to start. And I'll take a few minutes to fill my glass of water and I'll come back. I hope we are all feeling better. So I hope Aditi and Neeta are also, here, very present in the moment together.
Yes, 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 yes.
That's perfect. That's great. That's great. I would love to see you, Aditi, all throughout.
Yeah.
And yeah. Okay. So, of course, I have a lot of things to share. And of course, I will talk each one of you also when I've got kind of all the questions with me. So before we begin, I want you to, each one of you, we start with any one of you who is ready to begin. I want you to really, really think for 2 minutes and acknowledge yourself in one thing which you really want to pat yourself today you have been working on that since months, years, and you feel really, really acknowledge myself with that. No matter whoever has acknowledged you or not, we are here together, a small tribe to acknowledge you. Who's ready to share your acknowledgement to the group?
I can start with that if it can be about anything, right?
It can be about anything. Yeah, acknowledge yourself to the as if I really, really love myself. I'm extraordinary.
Okay. I am not very sure about extraordinary, but yeah, one thing for which
You
I
have
would
to
like to
believe
acknowledge
that you're
my,
extraordinary, no matter, because this is the space where you can share anything.
yeah,
We are
so
all here to cheer you.
okay. So there are two, three things out of which I think one thing which I would really like to be proud of myself is like I can, I have become quite strong with experience over the years or whatever you say, but I can face any situation very strongly.
Hmm.
And I have somehow dealt with a lot of things very confidently. And not only I have come out of any difficult situation, but I have that thing about myself that I can bring out by closed ones also. And basically, that's my passion. So I can do it very well. I can be there for people, and I really, I get a lot of the. I don't know. It's been happening like since a few months or few weeks. I can say I have been hearing a lot about this from my own people, like my set of friends, my colleagues, ex-colleagues, or my family. They have been like appreciating this part about me that I've actually been able to contribute positively in their lives on very difficult situations, I can say. So I think that one trait of balancing, of course, it at times it adds a lot of anxiety within myself, but I have that thing that I don't let it come up to these guys. But I can not only to them, but I will thrive through that particular problem. But yeah, so that's one thing which I feel that I can strongly continue doing it, even if I am not in the best mind space, but I can build up that for others. So that's something which I feel I am proud of doing it for years now.
Perfect. I'm like, I really love you and you're extraordinary, Alpha. So
Thank
I really acknowledge you for being so courageous, all the tough times,
you. Yeah.
and being very consistent and playing till the last.
Yes. Thank you.
Whoever is ready, please come up. And of course, I will end up with mine. Aditi, you want to say something about, you want to acknowledge yourself?
Okay, so I think
Yeah.
yeah, so the thing is, during my delivery, I was not ready for a normal delivery. So on my own, I opted for cesarean. And initially, I had a lot of people saying that no, it's not the best way. You should have gone for normal. But then eventually, now I have come to peace with the fact that the only thing what matters is to have your baby out is one thing, and another thing, I acknowledge myself for like raising my little one for last 6 months single-handedly because my husband has moved to a different city for a job. So yeah, so that are two things which I'm really proud of myself.
Wonderful. I love you and you're extraordinary, Aditi, and I acknowledge you for raising your child beautifully, happy, healthy. Yeah, I really, really acknowledge you for that. Great. Who's ready? Next. Neeta,
I
can
am
we
ready.
learn something from you? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, Amrita. Yeah, yeah, please go ahead.
So for me also post delivery things were quite difficult. Um,
Okay.
Luckily that I was not sure that I will go for a normal delivery, but yeah, I did it. And things were not that great post delivery because there was no support from elderly people. We're not staying close actually. So that's why it was very, very challenging. And I was a working woman. So I had to be at home all the time to be with my child. For 2 years, it was like really big, big struggle cooking with the child around and taking care of things and everything. So I had the difficult time that time, and during that time I was struggling with other things also in the family. So managing that and coming out of that was really challenging, and I'm very proud of myself that I have passed through that phase happily, and things are very nice now. And yeah, I have a very challenging child now. See, she's 9 years old now, and her expectations are too much from me, and where I'm facing some difficulties, and that's why I want to attend this session today.
Thank you, Aditi. Thank you, Amrita. Thank you, Amrita, for being so courageous, managing everything, balancing work, life, and your children. And I really love you and I acknowledge you for
Thank you.
whatever you've been doing since so long and raising your child. She's now 9 years
Yeah.
old. You're a proud and courageous mom. You're extraordinary and I love you.
Same here.
Yeah, making all our smiling, all our, we feel good when we acknowledge ourselves, right? No matter whoever is acknowledging us or not, we have to let it go,
Yeah.
right? So I'm thankful that we got a tribe here that who are so much ready to acknowledge ourselves and ready to cheer for each other. So
Yes.
who's next? Vega or Nita?
So you want me to acknowledge for something that I'm doing currently or just generally?
Anything that your heart says right now, I really, really want to acknowledge myself.
That's a tough thing because right now I'm going through a battle of just self criticizing since the past few weeks now. And I've been trying to, just get up and get back to the space where I'm doing things properly and, appreciating myself. So I'm going to give it a shot. It's been 2 weeks and I took coaching and I was suggested that I should um, look at my day, schedule my work week wise and not day wise, and that's really working well for me. It's been 2 weeks that I have been able to manage my house, my baby, my work, both the businesses. I have had the chance to also chill with my friends. So I am able to manage these things, and for which I am not able to wholeheartedly appreciate myself. I'll be very honest. I need some time for that, and I do want to understand the way how we can do that. But yes, I am appreciating myself for getting better every day.
I acknowledge myself.
Yes,
That's what we are doing. And can you say that after me? I love myself. I'm extraordinary.
I love myself. I am extraordinary. I'm saying this because you are asking me to say this. Honestly, I'm not feeling it from within. I want to be very candid with you that I'm not
Absolutely
doing
okay.
that.
Absolutely okay. Okay, we are here for the authentic shares only, and I'm really really thankful to you for sharing that.
Because I
And
want
I
to do
acknowledge
so many
you.
things. I want to do so many things, and I'm just able to do very little. That is creating the feeling where I don't feel that I'm doing enough, and I can do more.
Okay, okay. So that's your question, and we'll take that whenever your turn next comes. Okay, I'll share my acknowledgement. So, yeah, acknowledge myself for being always nurturing, no matter is my relationships, my business, or my children, no matter I'm on 10 on 10 with them, or no matter I'm on 6 on 10 or 5 on 10, but I never give up and keep nurturing the relationships I have with my husband, with my spouse, with my children, with my business, with my coaches, with my coachees, with my colleagues. So I acknowledge myself for that. I love to nurture everything around me. Let it be my plants, right? So I love myself and I'm extraordinary. And I love you all. You all are extraordinary. All right, we'll begin a second. leg of transformation. Now, I want you to spend some time on and share with us that what is that which you're truly, truly grateful to so far, today, yesterday, years, months back. What is that which melts your heart? What is that which is like maybe you haven't said anyone any this kind of a thing to anyone, but today I would really, really want to share that I'm truly grateful to anything after that. Who will start?
Diti, do you suggest we should write these things so that we remember?
Write down your acknowledgements first and then share the gratitudes. That's a good idea.
I just missed this part. So, what exactly should we do now?
Okay, so I'm sharing, Aditi, that share with all of us that to whom you are truly grateful to. It can be anything. It can be a person, it can be universe, it can be your child, it can be your spouse, your employee, your boss, anything. जहाँ जिसके लिए भी दिल से gratitude feel हो रहा हो, share that.
It can be a group of people also, right?
So it's a request to Ritu and Nidhi also, whoever is not joining us, but they want the recording, please do this, and experience it while you are watching the recording. Write down your acknowledgements and your gratitudes to feel that you're already in the workshop.
So,
So whoever
can
is
you go
ready.
first?
Yeah, I'll go first. Okay, so shall I?
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing what I've written is I'm grateful to God to bless me with a child when we really felt like we were ready. So that is the first thing. And second thing is I've mentioned is I'm grateful to my family to support me with whatever decisions I've ever taken in my life. So those are the two things I've written.
Beautiful and
Great.
wonderful. Thank you for sharing. I'm happy and so happy and grateful to see you so blessed and right.
Thank you.
Who is next?
I'll start. So I have written basically I am grateful because the first point is same as Aditi, that I am blessed with my child, because I was struggling for 4 years for a baby, where I was being told by a doctor, a family doctor, that that I will not be able to give birth, normal delivery, because there is a blockage, and I have to go through IVF, and there is very
Hmm.
less chances that I might get pregnant. So
Hmm.
I had given up almost, and me and my husband decided that we will just live life like that only. It's okay. We don't want to adopt anybody, because it's very difficult. We were not mentally prepared, but suddenly we were being guided by our family members only, and then we went to one of the doctor. He just did 2 3 months normal routine medication and everything, post which he told me that he will have to do a minor surgery, and after that things were like quite normal, and within a month's time I got pregnant. And it was not a blockage, basically only my tubes, fallopian tubes, were twisted. So if I would have not listened to my family members and I would have not gone there also, then I would have not got my daughter. So I'm really grateful to my family members also, who have guided me the right thing, and also I'm grateful to have a lovely daughter.
Yeah. I'm so happy to see you so blessed.
Yeah, thank you.
Meka,
Yeah.
you want to say?
Whoever is ready, please come
All right,
on.
you go ahead. I'll continue.
Okay, you're telling me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I am, yeah. So I am actually grateful to the universe if we talk about, because I really believe that I have, I really want to thank universe for giving me the strongest family support, including my mom, like my mom, dad. If I talk from my childhood's perspective, like mom, dad, one of the best and loving family. My sister, who is like more than a pillar and like my world, I would say. And of course, now in my family, my husband is also. So basically, I've been really blessed, really, really blessed to get a very, very loving and caring family. And very few people I feel in the world are also blessed. Like I really feel blessed universe has given me like literally God gifted friends, some of my selected friends, like since my childhood and even now who have like been friends with, because they have actually helped me to shape up in the person like I am today. So I'm very grateful. I have really seen very challenging times in the beginning and even now, but it's because of my friends also who are like more than a family to me. So I have been surrounded and blessed with these guys. So they always lift me up in any problematic situations, if any. So I feel that's a blessing. Not everybody gets that.
Of course, you're right. Not everybody gets that, and you are the lucky one. I'm so happy and
Yeah.
grateful to see you. So blessed.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, Megha, we are ready to listen to you.
So, the first person that I want to be grateful to, and I'm really grateful to, is Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna has always been by my side, always, always, and always. And I'm really blessed to have him in my life. Secondly, and like all the other mothers, I'm truly blessed to have my daughter. I know how difficult it was, just like Amrita just said, doctors had said you can't have a baby, your tubes have issue, you have this issue, that issue, you have to go for IVF. And where we had given up, we had applied for adoption. Our paperwork was ready, and boom, I get a news that I'm pregnant and conceived naturally. Um, Even after that, this was just one struggle that I had. After that, I was blessed with a preemie who came to me just at the end of 6 months. So, being a mother to a preemie, having your little one, very little one, seeing her in the hospital for 2 months straight, the struggle was real. And despite all of that, touchwood, I'm very happy. I'm very grateful to have my lovely little one who troubles me every day and who argues with me just like like she's so older to me. So I'm very grateful to her, and definitely the first one to be grateful to is Lord.
Lovely, lovely. I'm so happy to great see you so blessed, Megha.
Thank you.
All right, lovely shares. And quickly, I'll share my gratitude before we move ahead our journey together. I am so happy and grateful to the universe for giving me the opportunity to do the work I'm doing, supporting families and young children of all stages. Because of that, I feel that it is my responsibility to support young mothers, new mothers with their challenges right from the beginning they conceive and till they raise the happy, healthy children. Because I've been there and I know that what are the struggles of a new mother, and God has given me all the craft, God has given me, the universe has given me all the opportunities to learn from the masters and giving back to the society. I'm truly, truly grateful to do the work, what I'm doing, and I love each and every moment in supporting them, all the mothers of all stages, all ages. So I'm so, so grateful and happy to do what I'm doing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so now we move on to the what we all are eagerly waiting, our questions. So we will begin with since Ritu and Nidhi are not there, we'll take up there the when we are done with all of us who are here. So we I'm just uh, opening it for all of you that whoever wants to begin up with their questions, please come up and we'll talk more about on your questions. So whoever is ready, share. Who want to be on the hot seat?
So, or what we can
Uh,
possible.
Sorry.
ask these questions as they came on the WhatsApp group. We can,
As we came on, so we first Ritu shared, I think.
yeah,
So we'll take up that way. You
right, right.
okay?
Yeah, which is fine.
Someone wants to go first.
Any which ways is fine. I think we can begin with the WhatsApp sequence also. That's okay, so that we
Yeah,
can cover it
sure.
up quickly. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
All are okay with it, right? Aditi and Amrita also?
Yeah. So
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
yeah, so it's you, Ritu. If you're whenever you're listening it in your comfort zone, so we're beginning up with you first. So your question was that two questions, and your first question was that what are the ways to eat so that we feel a lot of energy whole day? And of course, it is goes and it applies to all of us who are here. Right. So I'm very happy that if we are talking to one person and if we are solving one question or probably kind of, brainstorming together with one person, all others will get their answers. So that's the beauty of a group session. Now, so coming back to Ritu, that what are the ways so that we have energy all day long? So I'll answer this first. Ritu, it really it's a very common question, and all of us, no matter whatever age we are, we need this to understand that whether we are working, whether we are at home, stay home, or we are with children, we are not with children. Even we all need energy after a certain age. Even when we are young, I'm like in our 20s or in our 30s or in our 40s, right? So what I would say that of course food fuels us, but it's not only food. It's about our routine also. It's about our mental health also. It's not about only the physical health. So ways to eat, if you specifically ask me, definitely what you can include. I mean, like I'm just being very specific what you have asked. Ways to include is what you can do is that pre-prepare your day, then what you want to do next day in regards to eating. Like I'll share mine so that you get an idea of it, and if it resonates with you all, take that. So if I know, I mean, like it's my daily routine, and it was a hard thing. It doesn't come. I'm not from different planet. It does came to me in a difficult way, and now once it came to me, I followed it because it supports me. Right. So what I do is that I have started. I've been during the COVID times. I've been asthmatic, and that has drained my energy like probably 90%. I have my work has been impacted. My personal life has been impacted, and my energy was like probably for 1 or 2 hours only makes me feel like I have worked for 12 hours. Literally not being in my good energies, positivity, or probably in my physical health. So what I have started since then is that day before in the night after my dinners, when the family is done, and I spend some 5-10 minutes in the kitchen, and I make sure that I'm soaking really good stuff for me to start my day. What one thing I have started is to soak few almonds, uh, walnuts, and one date and one fig and one spoon of sesame seeds. I do it sometimes separately, sometimes all together, and then cut the two or probably one slice of ashford separately so that I'll be little prepared in the morning. So I make a juice of ashford and start my day. After that, I'm a real lover of tea. I'm like morning tea, but I have kind of worked on it, and I'm like I don't drink it just getting up, right? So I start my day with ashford juice, and then after that, I make a small paste or a puree, whatever you say, with milk or with water. That whatever I have sold, that is the key for me. That gives such a boost to my day that I can't share. Like I'm really amazed at how much sesame seeds and dates gives me an energy. And that not only with me, I have experienced with my one of my new mother who came to my clinic, and she was very young, came to me with a very young baby, let's say 5 days maybe, याद नहीं आ रहा मुझे, but हाँ बहुत छोटा था baby. And goodness, she was not able to talk to me. She was just kind of draining. And moment I asked her, like, just have one date. And I asked my Didi to get from the kitchen for her. And like, she really had it settled down. And my goodness, she was different in within 10 minutes. It's like really, really it works. So Ritu, for you, this is the important thing which you can kind of start in your daily routine. Pre-prepare. You just have to kind of little bit very conscious about, okay, I want my day to look like this tomorrow. You have to prepare a day before. No matter physically prepare, emotionally preparation, and mentally preparation. I also share one thing what I do for my preparing myself mentally and emotionally also. That boosts my energy, not only physically. So I love to do the daily huddle with me myself because like whom I do that. Daily huddle means in next 24 hours, what is that which I have to do? Very important and urgent. That and very urgent things have to be done before 12, half of the day. And then I bring in like, which is important but not urgent. I try to delegate that to someone who can kind of take care. And so that's how I manage my day because I love to focus on my 20% so that it gets the 80%. If I'm ready with my
Hi, Dipti, sorry to interrupt. Can you repeat what you said? Like very important, important, and urgent.
urgent,
Okay. And you
yeah, yeah,
tend to focus first on urgent, which is before 12.
urgent, important, and urgent, very important, and
Important and important. Okay,
important generally I delegate. I'm like, it's your choice, of course. So, like, what is
got it.
important for me is that after sessions, I want some good food. My lunch should be ready. So, it's very important to dedicate to my home TV that my lunch should be ready by 1. It is a 20% for me because after that, I have to kind of be in another session or probably have to go out or meet someone, whatever. If I miss that, then by 5 or 6, I'll be super drained, sort of like, very tired or something. Can't be so, which is important part has to be delegated. That's what
Okay.
I feel. And they also know they are very aligned. They have to be aligned with what we want.
Right.
Everybody, not only the spouse, or not only the home baby, spouses, children, whoever is in your space should be aligned with you so that you not only get the physical energy, you get the mental and emotional energy.
True.
Right?
Gosh. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, I think Ritu, you got your answer here. And your second question is increase the calcium. How to increase the calcium intake? Is the supplements only the way? I think that's your question also, Alpa, about supplements.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
So, well, if you are a vegetarian, okay, and if the
Okay.
intake of chicken or fish is not probably twice less, less than twice a week, then probably you would add B12 and your vitamin Ds. Not multivitamins is required in a way कि नहीं सब लोग खाते हैं तो मुझे भी कुछ खाना चाहिए, but for women B12 if you're a vegetarian or if you're a vegan then definitely you have to have B12 and vitamin D. Okay, these are the supplements which are important for every
Okay.
woman. Probably, like, I have got a 21 years old daughter. I have given B12 and vitamin D to her also while she's studying in Canada. I'm like, I pack all those medicine supplements to her to carry. So these are important things, important
And
supplements.
frequency of this, like how much do we have
Every
to take
day,
it?
every day one.
And
Everyday
And
one, right?
vitamin D weekly if the value is too less. Otherwise, no,
Right.
it's
Right.
fine.
Right. Because I am right now on these medicines, B12 and vitamin D only because I recently got my test done. So B12 was something which was nearly fair, like in between the range, but it was on the lower end. So they told me to
Yeah,
start with
and
vitamin B12 daily and D
yeah,
once in a
okay.
week, and calcium. That was daily for some time. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Make sure, like, calcium is also calcium and vitamin D both are taken with milk
Acha, okay.
for the
Okay,
better
got it.
absorption.
Okay, okay.
I have
Right?
a question, Deepti. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting if I'm interrupting in between. Deepti, what is the impact of these multivitamins on your kidney and liver? I mean, as women, and especially ones who are into multitasking, too many things, the first thing that comes to mind, and people say, "Arey, thode vitamins khao." And sometimes we mindlessly eat vitamins. So, what is its impact on the
तो
kidney?
mindlessly नहीं खाने.
हाँ, तो वो तो है ही, बट वो भी खा लेते हैं. तो
Yeah,
I mean, its impact. I mean, can you elaborate a little bit? What is the impact on
yeah.
kidney
So
and liver?
it does if it is कि हम खाना से अपना न्यूट्रिशन ले ही नहीं रहे हैं और vitamins पे प्रेफर ज्यादा कर रहे हैं और supplements पे प्रेफर ज्यादा कर रहे हैं. So only these two, 12 B12 and D will be, beneficial for all the ladies, all the women, and it won't. It is required because when B12 is not there or on a lower side, right? It impacts the women's behavior.
Okay.
It impacts the energy. It impacts
Okay.
in many lot ways. Okay, so B12 is kind of, I would say, is must for every woman. And it is
Okay.
not like supplements lene chahiye. You can you can't be dependent on them. It's like it's not a diabetes medicine. It's not a thyroid medicine. It's like 3 months. Check your values again if needed. Taper that and then continue again.
Yeah. So we don't just keep taking it. We
Keep taking it.
get us to take it for a certain duration. Get yourself checked, and then, if required, repeat it. Otherwise, don't.
Otherwise, don't eat better food rather than supplements.
Yeah.
Make sure that these are your supporters, not your kind of really, I mean, like you're living with it. Yeah. So this is, and going back to Ritu, the calcium increase, what you can do is, see, milk is not the only solution. Nowadays, milk, we all are talking about that, not going to help you. And I think I have already left milk 4 years back when I got my first hit of asthma. It's like, no milk and you will be safe. And it worked. And however, before that, I was a true lover of milk, like, like to eat milk products, kheer, and all that stuff. But now, all gone. But it really, really giving me a lot of health benefits. Milk is not the only way of getting calcium to even to children, even to women. Okay, so what can help you, Ritu, is to add a lot of the whole grains, especially ragi. Ragi is very high in calcium, very high. And if probably ragi is not in your culture, or probably you don't kind of get along with it, you can add sesame seeds on a daily basis. And sesame seeds, as if I've told you, soaked or probably, roasted and added in your, when you're like kneading the dough, the flour, then also you can mix it. And when the paratha or the roti is done, you can sprinkle that with the rotis. Anyways, I'm like just throwing an idea, or probably on your salads. But the sesame seeds has and the ragi has way lot of calcium in comparison to milk.
I
Okay.
have a question now. I apologize for asking too many questions.
No, no, no.
So this thing which you just said, the concoction that you make in the morning, is something that my mother has been doing also for a few years now, and she's been behind the life since Isa was born that, you have this so that you also have the energy. But I always say no for it because what I was told was sesame is hot. It produces heat, so it's generally to be consumed in winters and not in summers. So can this be
Hmm.
taken? I mean, Ritu is based out of Delhi, so are you and me. I think Aditi is not based out of Delhi. I think Aditi and even Amrita.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they don't have the winter season. So I mean, does soaking help in removing the heat
So
element?
as we say, I'm very beautiful. I'm like a very common thing, but we have come up with this. Yeah, so I was just sharing when you soak the sesame seeds, when you like in Hindi, we say that the tasir is hot, that brings down. With soaking, it kind of brings down and doesn't impact so heavily on our gut.
Okay,
So soaking helps.
so
That's how only we soak the nuts also.
okay, okay. So it's
Not
safe.
only sesame, we have heard for almonds also. कि
Yes, yes.
गर्मियों में बादाम नहीं खाते हैं.
Correct.
But with soaking, we can have 12 months.
Okay, so it's safe to do
It's
that,
safe.
or we
It's safe.
can have it, or probably you recommend that we can have just thrice a week or 4 times a week and
No,
something
you can have on a daily basis,
on a
but of
week.
course, not 2 spoons. Like half a spoon is half a spoon, or one third of the. I'm like a small teaspoon is good enough.
Okay, okay. So
Yeah,
Aditi had to leave. I hope wish Aditi, if you would have told us before, we would have just taken your
we would have
question
taken
for.
her for it. Yeah.
But anyways, we will do the same thing like we did for Ritu, and we are going to be doing for Nidhi. Because yes, all these questions are going to be essential for each one of us and are going to help us in some or the other way. Next, I think is Alpa's question. Deepti, would you like to take that?
So which question would be like I take who wants to be on next like
Yeah, Amrita, would you like to ask your questions first?
Amrita? Yeah, we'll go ahead.
So my question was basically how to manage time for family and work together, especially when
She
you have,
said,
yeah.
hmm. Yeah, go ahead, Amrita.
So ideally, my 9-year-old daughter now, she's becoming a little more demanding, and I'm facing quite a bit challenge with her because it's not her fault. I feel like I am lacking in giving time to her because I have to manage other things too at the same time. And since she's growing, she wants my time, and it's not only study time. She wants to talk to me, and every time she sits next to me and she's like, "No, you don't have anything to talk to me. Talk to me. Say something." Or something related to work, or what do you want to do? Let's plan this, let's plan that. And sometimes I'm so worked up. I might not be doing something, but I really don't want to sit and chit chat because I'm so there where I really feel that I need some guidance where how to manage this situation.
Got it, got it. Yeah, so can truly relate to that, children. And this is the stage, this is the age when child needs us, right? They want to speak to us. They no matter it is relevant or not relevant, they want our time in many ways, right? And so, what do you think that what is missing? Why you are not able to give the time to your daughter? What is your routine? Which is, I mean, what is coming in the way?
So I'll be very frank, okay?
Yeah,
So
sure, please.
So the thing is, I used to live in Mumbai, okay, and now it's been 4 years. I have relocated and I'm staying in Chiplun, which is towards Ratnagiri. It's
Okay.
quite, it's a village, okay. So here, the thing is, my child becoming more demanding because she doesn't have any pals of her age for her to play with near our area. There are few, but they are not like her choice of friends that she's expecting. And she has her own friends, but they are from school, and they're good friends. So there I feel, that she is expecting me to give time to her because she doesn't have her friends. And here I am not mentally that much prepared to be a 9-year-old child's friend, because sometimes it becomes very difficult to communicate with her according to what I am thinking and according to what she's thinking. And I have 10 other things lined up to do in the house, work related, family time. I have other things that basically, yeah, so multiple things to do. So there I feel that I am lacking somewhere, or I am not able to understand her. I do try to understand, but I cannot explain her, that this is what the challenge is. So I
So
want to
what would help her? What would help you? What would you want कि ये हो जाए तो मैं शायद कर पाऊँ? What is that?
I
Think
am
about it.
actually I feel that I have time. It's not that I'm lacking of that time. I can give
Mm-hmm.
her remove that time for her also.
Mm-hmm.
When I do remove time for her, suddenly something will come up and then I have to leave that thing. And it's been continuously happening that way only. And there she really gets pissed off on me. That see, now you planned that you're going to sit with me, suddenly you will leave me and you will do something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want
So
to
what is that? What is that comes up suddenly, which is not even in your
explain you. So the challenges that I'm facing right now is like my husband is planning.
yeah, you shared that is not with you and you're alone managing
Yeah.
everything. Yeah, I can
So
understand.
my husband also needs time to discuss future business plans and everything. So I have to give him time too, and which is also very important because the discussions that we do, we cannot do it in front of our daughter. So every time when he asks me to sit with him, I have to keep my daughter aside and then I have to walk to him and sit separately, where she really gets upset that why you are doing this. I also want to sit with you guys, don't make me sit separate. But yeah, we cannot discuss few things right in front of her, and money related things or whatever. So there she is not understanding. We try to explain her.
Yeah, like she's too young to understand that.
I should compliment my daughter for this because she's really very mature, and she understands, but not every time. Obviously, she cannot understand. She's not a 16, 17-year-old child. So there, I feel that how or what can I do where I can manage her also, or to give time to my husband also, and do other work related things also. Because when I am with her, sometimes men, you know how men are. They are like really kiddish. When I give her too much time, he gets upset. When I give him too much time, she's upset. Like I don't know what to do, how to manage both of them together. So very challenging.
Okay, okay. So I'm asking that let's do something together. Inside of that, you'll get your answer. Will that work?
Yeah.
Okay. So, any other questions we have? I think we'll take up all the questions and then let's do something.
Yes, I think Diti, let's do that because we have a hard stop. We had a hard stop at 5:30, but I think you have to go somewhere. So we are going to. Is it okay if we extend it by 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm okay with extending 10 minutes extension.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes,
what we'll do is we'll just take up all the questions and then you can just keep answering one by one.
absolutely. The answer to all.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going to answer ask you the questions. I'm going to first go with Alpaz. So are supplements very essential after 35 years? I think
I think we have answered that. Yes, it is an important step, but it is not like that you are like totally dependent on that. Make your food so enhanced, make your food so nutrient rich that you don't need the dependency on that. You are taking that for a better support rather than totally dependent on that. Because 35 years is a very young age, and we don't want to be, you want to be very fitter, you want to be very energetic. But supplements do not, it's not a long term health uh, goal for you. The health goal, longer term health goal is to be fitter, be energetic, positive, happy. And supplements is not the first answer. What is going to help you is better food,
Hmm.
plan for the day,
Hmm.
positive energies. That will
Yeah.
help you to kind of glow better.
Right.
Supplements will be a
Right.
support system for you if you need it,
Right.
right?
Okay. Yeah. So, first question, I think I'd lost the network in between. So, yeah. So, I think the first question is done. The second question, which I wanted to ask was, like, since we are also going to majorly, and we have right now covered a few about the emotional well-being as well. So, my question was, can you please, basically, these are more than a question. It's like, can you help me with some, tips and some practices to manage stress level and anxiety, keeping in mind the kind of you know day to day, like my between, like juggling between my work, my child, because even I have a 4.5-year-old kid now who is, and he's a boy, extremely notorious, extremely energy draining at times. So because, and my job is also very, like, of course it's not a job, business, whatever you call it, but it's very time consuming in most of them. And every activity throughout the day, what I do, I feel it's time consuming because you need to give your 100% to everything you do. So at times it really gets difficult, and that makes me so anxious, so anxious. So I am just trying to train myself that this is going to be the way it is. You need to understand, calm down, and stop getting anxious. But still, if you can help me with some tips to emotionally be strong enough to handle this better, that would be a great help.
Yes, Sampa, we will not only, I'll not give you any tips. I'll not give you any
Okay.
advices. In another
Okay.
5 minutes.
Sure. Okay.
And you will create your own life right here. So we will do it when we are done with all the questions. We'll do some nice deep diving activity, and wherein you all will get your answers. I'm certain about it.
Sure.
Okay.
Sure. Sure. Sure.
Next question, Megha. We can take up that.
Yes, sure. So the next question is from Nidhi. She
Mhm.
says, how to not feel guilty while taking care of yourself. As a working mom with her own business, I have limited family time. Taking out that time to take care of myself makes me feel extremely guilty. And her second
Mhm.
question is, how essential is gym for strength training when it comes to fitness? I have
Hmm.
what is it called? Let's say
Limitations.
uh, limitation and
Some, yeah, it's called Saika.
psycha. Okay, and is yoga really enough?
Yeah, yeah. So for you, and I'll begin with the second question first. How essential is gym? Gym is not essential. Strength training is essential, of course. But that what you can do at home also, and that what you can do with a personal trainer also, if you wanted. And I would prefer to get a in-person training rather than joining the video online classes, and it doesn't work. Probably it if it would work, for maybe it would be for a shorter time. When you are working very closely with your mentor, with your coach, it impacts deeply wherever, in whichever area you're working. Let it be business area, or let it be your personal growth area. So that is where I want you to kind of think about it, that you want to hire your own yoga teacher, your personal fitness teacher, wherein she or he can help you with getting rid of all the pains and probably the stiffness what you have. And I know sciatica is very painful. It does, like, drain you a lot. So having a personal person who, or a coach or a mentor, would definitely be helpful. But gym is, I personally don't kind of also have. Um, I don't go there as if like that's not going to help me a lot. But working with a personal trainer, I resonate a lot with that kind of a thought. So that's what I'm sharing that with you also. And is yoga enough? See, yoga is a is very deep actually. You know, we all know हम योगा को हर कोई बहुत अच्छे से समझ नहीं पाता है. Yoga is just not breathing or probably just doing some pranayams or something. It's very deep. If you work very deeply with someone who is really, really taking you right from wherever you are to the next leg of transformation, it does help. It does help. But it's a very slow, soothing, comforting, and a happy space to be. It does, might not possible कि आपको बहुत जल्दी results देगा, but it works on root level. Okay, it doesn't work on a surface level. So yoga is also a beautiful thing which you can, if you want to take it on. But I would suggest with a personal trainer. And I know beautiful kind of coaches and mentors who really, really works with the people at a root level. Okay. And okay, so how not to feel guilty while taking care of yourself? See, Nidhi, it's a choice. And in life, we always have a choice. Choice of being happy or choice of wherever we are. अगर मैं अल्पा का एग्जाम्पल लूं और आपको समझाऊं कि अल्पा हैज अ challenge with being calmer, being and she's struggling with having easier life with the child, and she gets anxious. And she has a very demanding job profile, but she has a choice that she continue to be in that state of mind or she wants something else. That's what she has chosen to really want something else. That's why she's here. So while you're making a choice, you have a you can choose between your happiness and the reality. The reality is the life is struggle. It's tough, and I'm not able to manage it. Okay, I understand, but you have a choice to drop that and be happy. Like as if जैसे आप बहुत परेशान हो रहे हो कि भाई मुझसे नहीं मैनेज हो रहा है वर्क लाइफ और घर और बच्चे और मैं खुद मेरा अपना भी ध्यान नहीं रख पाती हूँ. So what if I say to you, like, if you're holding a very hot, very piping hot potato in your hand and you're shouting and you're saying, "Dipti, it's so hot, नहीं पकड़ा जा रहा है मुझसे." And I'm saying, okay, नहीं पकड़ा जा रहा है तो छोड़ दो, drop it, छोड़ दो, निधि इसको मत पकड़ो, दर्द होगा, चलेगा. And you're again saying, no, मुझसे नहीं पकड़ा जा रहा है, मेरे को बहुत दर्द होता है, मेरे को रोज दर्द होता है, मेरे को रोज पकड़ना पड़ता है इस गरम चीज को, मेरा हाथ जल जाता है, मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ होती है. And again I'm saying to you, छोड़ दो इसे, दर्द हो रहा है तो मत पकड़ो अगले दिन. So you have a choice कि आप उसे पकड़ के रखोगे और उसी स्टेट में परेशान होते रहोगे, या you drop it and pick it up something that suits you, that comforts you. Maybe you can pick it up something that really, really gives you so much of energy. So it's a choice कि आप किस स्टेट में हो और उस स्टेट में कितने दिन तक, कितने समय तक आप रहना चाहते हो. So there's one more thing that there are some people who keeps on saying that मेरे को बहुत तकलीफ है, मेरे को बहुत ज्यादा मेरी लाइफ struggling है, challenging है and everything. मैं क्या करूं? And then they're saying to person A, they're saying to person B, they're saying to person C, D, E, जितने भी लोगों से मिल रहे हैं, they're saying the same thing. But when they're asked to drop it or they are asked to take some action, they're not ready for that. Because it takes courage. It takes courage to do the inner work. So it's always a choice to drop what you have and it's not working for you. I will not take it. I will not do it. And I am making a choice to be in a different situation, to be happy, to be, very comforting. I want my job or a business to be very, very comforting, very, very, everything is coming to me with ease and grace. It's a choice. So you can make a choice, Nidhi, to be, not feel guilty and living a life of being very positive and happy. Woman, mother, spouse, daughter, daughter-in-law, whoever you, whatever roles you are playing in life, you can make the choice of it. Because the reality, we can't change it. Reality, we can't change it. But we can change what is in our hand is we can create our lives. And that is what we're going to do right away. So, Nidhi, definitely, whenever you're listening to this, whatever we are doing here, do right away in your own diary so that you also learn from this workshop. Okay? Yes.
I will take 2 minutes. I heard what you just said, and I want to tell you that this is a common question that every working mom struggles with how to manage. And this is one common thing that we all are getting to hear is go slow, take a pause, make a choice. If it's affecting your mental health, make a choice. But
I'm
one
not saying to leave
I
the
know.
job.
I
I'm
know,
not
I
saying to
know,
leave
I
the
know,
job.
I know you're not saying that. But that's a common thing that everyone says. One thing that I have learned, and I'm taking coaching also from Pragna, who's helping us with she's also a career coach. So I'm personally taking coaching because I'm being a mother myself. I struggle through all these, myself. So, one thing that I learned, and I really want to share it at this platform, is to set boundaries. Amrita also had this question. I think Nidhi also had this question, and Aditi also.
Aditi also have this question. Yeah.
Even I did few weeks back, and one thing that I learned was has set boundaries. Be it work, be it husband, be it children, set boundaries. Be it for yourself. So have dedicated time for each of these. Yes, of course, it can be flexible. One day you can give more attention to children, one day more to the husband, one day more to work, one day more to family. All of this can happen. Let it not affect your mental peace. The day it is affecting your mental peace, take a pause. Just take a break for that one day. Take a pause and you will be back. Your energy will be back. You'll feel more empowered. You'll have more energy and start fresh. It's really helping me out. And I would urge each one of you to give this a try. So,
Beautiful share, Megha. I've got 2 cents here. Recently, I've been working on setting boundaries. Okay. And I got to learn that setting boundaries, it's not for others,
yes.
it's for ourselves. If setting a boundary, I'll give you an example. If setting a boundary is for myself, I'm just talking about myself. If setting a boundary is that I will have my dinner at 7 o'clock every day, and but I'm not able to have it just because at that time my children's classes are there and I have to rush, and then every time I miss, and or probably my husband kind of comes back at that time and he wants some snack or chai or something like that. But it's nothing to do with them. It's all about us. It's all about me. So what is the boundary I can put up here? Anyone who can share that, what is the healthy boundary I can work, I can do,
So
because
it's
we can't change anyone.
you can't change anyone. You can just politely tell them that I need 5 minutes for myself to have a meal. And I mean, of course, I think when your husband comes, probably he needs a glass of water, which probably,
He
I
can
mean,
take
can take
himself.
it himself.
Wonderful.
So, I mean, it's conditioned in our minds that when, the husband comes from office, we are supposed to give him a glass of water. Probably the
Absolutely.
entire day he manages to take it himself.
Sorry.
Samrita wants to say something.
Yeah.
So sometimes if politeness doesn't work, then you have to take a stand and leave your politeness aside and then say something, because it might,
Okay. Taking
yeah.
that. Alpha, do you have to say something?
Yeah, yeah. So for me, such a situation, frankly speaking, has never, or like, it has not been the way of functioning at my house as such. So it
Got
has
it.
been a very, as I told you, like my partner it has always been a very independent situation for both of us. So I have, in fact, in that way, also been very blessed in terms of like distributing the responsibilities as well as doing your own chores at your own thing, whether it's coming home, giving a glass of water or something. So that those expectations, somehow it's out of courtesy and it's out of love what you do it for each other. But otherwise, it's something which we have not faced that as an issue, like in any way. That was, yeah.
Yeah, got it, got it. Thanks for sharing. Yeah, so I'd love to share what I did. Since my son's badminton classes starts at 7:15 and I have to kind of go. Now things are not aligned with each other. I have a meal time at 7:15. I have to go and drive and drop him. Husband's time is also like that. So what I can do and what I have done is I shifted meal timings half an hour before. I will have my meals at 6:30. We'll be just ready for the session and for the my son to drop and also attend my husband. This is my healthy boundary for myself. Nobody has to change anyway. Only I will change with that, with what gives me peace and happiness. This is my intention. This is my kind of boundary कि मुझे जल्दी खाना खाना है, किसी को और को नहीं खाना है. So who will work? I will work. Who will do the inner work? I will do the inner work. I have an anxiety. मुझे रश फील होता है. मेरे को नहीं जाना. मेरे को पहले खाना खाना है, फिर छोड़ने जाना है. And I'm feeling rushed and I don't want to do whatever I've been asked to. छोड़ने भी जाओ, लेने भी जाओ, whatever. So who will work on? I will work on. So what I will do is that shift half an hour before that. I'm eating 15 minutes nicely, peacefully, and all my family members would know that Mama has this time to eat, and this is the meal time. When she'll be done, she's just ready for with all of us. I hope this helps.
Yes, absolutely, it does. It's a very good suggestion. Wherein everyone is taken care of, and you are also happy, so are they. So that's always the best case scenario. But Deepti, I must also tell you that sometimes for some mothers who are not able to draw that boundary, sometimes when the family is not very supportive, it does add a little bit of pressure कि मैं सब कुछ कैसे manage करूँ. To that, I will just put a point that see what best suits you, because everyone, the situation is different. We've given you 3 sets of examples. You can pick any one set or make a combination of your own. But just one thing, which is a thumb rule, is that don't forget yourself while you are taking care of the others. If you will be fit, if you are able to take care of yourself, if you keep yourself first, is only when others will keep you first. Only then you will be able to take care of others.
Absolutely.
So that's a point that we have been, the crux of the entire thing is that set boundaries for yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes for others, sometimes.
Sometimes for that.
Yes,
Yeah.
on case to case basis.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I am
So
going.
now, I think we are done with only with Aditi is left, right?
Yes, exactly. So I'm just going to ask you questions that Aditi has asked.
So first question, I think we have a lot of inputs or insights are there for that how to manage the time and amid work and 1 year old. Okay, and motivation. She needs some motivation. So Aditi, I would say that for you, I would love to share that with you that if you can work on your pre-planning of your day would definitely help you to create your day as you want it. Okay, so you're a working mother, you have a little one, and you also want to have some time for yourself, right? Start with small, probably starting that I at least for At least when I get up in the morning, 30 minutes are just for myself. And before I go to bed, 30 minutes are just for myself. At least begin with this. It might take time for you to create a whole structure of 10 to 11 kya karna hai, 11 to 12 kya karna hai, aise wala. But to begin with, just coming out of the bed, make sure if you're getting up at 6, start getting up at 5:30. If you're getting up at 5:30, start at 5. If you're getting at 7, start at 6:30. Just 30 minutes before. And of course, if you're sleeping by 11, sleep by 10:30. And it doesn't happen alone. मैंने सोचा और मैंने करना कल से शुरू कर दिया. It doesn't happen like that because your family doesn't know this.
But Deepti, I must add one thing. She's a mother of a 1-year-old child, not even 1 year old, where he is the ruler of the family, where he decides when he wants to sleep. So, as a mother of a
It needs a lot of, it needs a lot of
yeah.
work to be done around what she wanted for herself first.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, being a mother of a 4-year-old, and everyone used to tell me, have a disciplined life for your child. I did realize this, that it's important to have a disciplined life. I used to say कि बच्चे को आर्मी में थोड़ी ना डालना है, तो इसलिए let her chill.
I would
I realize it
shift
now.
a little bit disciplined word. I would love to have a structured life.
Structured life, absolutely, absolutely. That really works.
Yeah, army में मुझे भी नहीं रहना और ना ही बच्चों को रहना है.
No, but
So I really want to be a structured life.
yes. If at all I have a second child, the child is going to have a structured life from the time he is born. On a lighter note, but yes. So
I think Amrita has to leave. I think she said.
thank you so much, Amrita, for being there.
Thank you so much, Amrita. Thank you so
We're
much.
also almost done. We'll address the questions of Aditi, and we'll share the record.
We'll share the recording, and you will also get a gift of 30 minutes. We'll talk again, and Megha will coordinate that when we can meet again, and we'll talk more.
Sure.
Right? Thank you, dear, and happy Diwali. Celebrate beautifully with your loved ones.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. So yeah. Yeah. So she's a mother of a 1-year-old child, and keeping that, sometimes this half an hour getting up early does not really work. But yes, you have suggested, keep a structured routine for the child.
It is just a choice.
Yeah.
Just okay. What I really wanted to kind of now, probably whoever will listen to this, we can work together, keeping a diary, and you and Alba can do it so that others will also get the kind of idea and overview that how we do it. Okay, somebody is here again at the right time, I think. Right. So I want to all of you. I've got heard a lot of all questions. Some have solutions, some don't. Right. I want you to all create. Maybe you want to welcome Shubhangi.
Hi, Shubhangi.
Hey, Shubhangi. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Good. How are you? Thank you for joining in.
Yeah, I'm so sorry I was late. I had a session, so I couldn't join before this.
Hi.
No problem.
Great. I hope it's going well.
Yes, it did go well. It's just about to end. We are
nice.
taking up the last question, and you have come at the right time. Deepti was suggesting that, so we have Aditi, who's a mother of a 1-year-old child, and she's facing issues finding time for herself. So
Okay.
Deepti was just answering that question.
Oh, nice. Okay. So
Okay.
I'm there then.
Yeah. Thank you, Shubhangi, for being there.
Yeah.
So I understand it's a tough job to get up early in the morning with a very, very young old child. But I want to say it to you, Aditi, as if I'm really feeling that Aditi is here and I'm talking to her eye to eye contact. And I really want to tell you, Aditi, that if you can, whatever time you get up, see in the mirror and say to yourself, I love myself. I'm the best mother. The mirror work really, really helps. Okay? इतना तो हम कर सकते हैं ब्रश करते करते ब्रश करने के बाद
बिल्कुल
वॉशरूम यूज करने के बाद वॉशरूम यूज करने से पहले नहाने के वक्त नहाने के बाद किसी वक्त भी इतना भी अगर हम अपने लिए टाइम नहीं निकाल पा रहे then we really need to work very deeply with us. Doing the mirror work before going to sleep or before going to, after getting up in the morning would give you a lot of energy. Okay? That start with this. And anyways, we have another session also with you for 30 minutes. I'll take you more deeper there so
Yes.
that you have your absolutely a structured day that how you can have time more and raise happy child also.
And just one more thing, Dipti, and we're not going to take too much time here. She's asked a very important question, which I don't think we should definitely leave. I really want to take that question because this is where we come, Pink Pelican comes through. Because once this question comes in your mind, as it's like a seed which is getting planted. Should one really keep dreams on a pause button till the child grows up a bit? Or is chasing dreams while my baby is 1 year old
Oh,
still fine?
this was the most loveliest question.
Yes. My
Yes.
dreams, I mean a better job or work, which would require extended work hours. Dipti, would you like to take this question?
Live your dreams now. Aditi, now is the word for you. Do not wait for anyone, not even for your child. You can be a nurturing mother and a best professional, whatever you do. You can be together at the same time. So, no questions after that because there is nothing after that. There is no time कि ओके 4 साल के बाद आप ड्रीम्स शुरू कर सकते हो अच्छा 3 साल के बाद अभी आज begin now. That's the thing I want to tell you. And if there is anything, talk to us, talk to Megha, talk to me. What is that in your mind? And start nurturing your dream. Because if you will not take care of your dream, nobody will. Every time you will find something or the other. अच्छा पहले ये कर लेती हूँ, फिर अपना dream सोचूंगी. Every time.
Absolutely. This is absolutely very well put, Deepti. Thank you so much for this and a beautiful session. And Shubhangi, I would love to hear from you also if you have any questions to ask Deepti, or I mean, you would. I mean, however.
Okay, you can write in our group, Shubhangi, and I will answer there itself, or we will have a session because I have to get into another session now.
Sure, no worries. I just wanted to add one thing to the last bit that it's only today that I read that speak up for your dreams because nobody else is going to
Yeah.
do that for you.
worry.
So yes, that is something that I would want to give away to the mothers as well. So do speak up because they're your dreams and they're your priorities first.
They are your second baby or third baby or fourth baby, whatever it is. And as if you are nurturing, your own biological babies,
Yeah.
nurture these babies also.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Right?
Having said that, thank you so much, Deepti. It was a wonderful session, and we look forward to having more such sessions with you.
Absolutely look forward to have more.